Rockets in 6. Rockets in 6. Sometimes it gets hard saying that because when you watch them play the Pelicans last night, and at the time when I started watching the game, the Rockets were down by like 14 points in the first quarter. I'm like, dang, man, how can I say Rockets in 6 and they playing like this? Like, in that first quarter, before the Rockets made their run, I'm seriously thinking, are we gonna be the first team to ever go from a number 2 seed during the season and then drop to a doggone to the play-in tournament? Because I think the play-in tournament, if you're not higher than the 5th or 4th seed, you got to be in the play-in tournament. And I'm like, come on, Rockets. And then went to grab my plate, get something to eat. And my son told me, hey, Dad, they're only down by 3. I'm like, okay. Then the Rockets ended up winning the game. Sometimes I forget how young this team is. Well, not just young, inexperienced. The only players with playoff experience on this team is Dylan Brooks, Steven Adams, Fred VanVleet, Jeff Green. All right. But their best players, they don't have the NBA playoff experience. Şengün, Jalen Green, Cam Whitmore, Jabari Smith Jr., Reed Shepard, Amen Thompson. But man, it's wild because it's like there's not a team that I think the Rockets should be scared of, but there's not a team that I feel like the Rockets just have just this clear-cut advantage over that they'll just sweep. I don't think the Rockets is going to sweep anybody in the playoffs. Not this year. But that's okay. That's okay. Still going to be Rockets in 6, though. Times get difficult. Times get rough. Still going to be Rockets in 6. But I wish we could fast forward to the playoffs right now because I am very anxious to see how good this team is going to be in the playoffs. I know. My God does not want me to be anxious. So I'm going to just change that up and say I'm looking forward to the playoffs this year. We're going to get a lot of answers about this Rockets team after how they perform in the playoffs. Because this summer in the offseason, it's going to be huge. And it's all going to be, a lot of it's going to be riding on how this squad plays in the playoffs. But it looks like Reed Shepard is getting his confidence going. I love that. Jalen Green, he's been playing at point. Him and Amen Thompson been able to have opportunities to create and initiate the offense, especially with Fred VanVleet is out. So whenever Fred VanVleet comes back, knock on wood, hopefully he has a good bill of health going into the playoffs. The Rockets won't be just relying on him to initiate the offense, because when you have Jalen Green or Amen Thompson or Reed Shepard, those guys are able to initiate the offense as well. That makes this team harder to guard. So looking forward to that. But that was a good win against the Pelicans. That game could have went anyway. The Rockets just got to finish losing 2 games in a row. So time to bounce back. We need to go on some type of at least a 5 or 6 game winning streak before we lose another game. Need to. They're still only a couple games behind for the number 2 spot. So the Lakers are playing very, very well right now. Hopefully they don't keep it up. Sorry, I'm a Rockets fan, so no, I'm not rooting for the Lakers. But we'll see. But hey, through rain, sleet, or snow, win, lose, or draw, Rockets in 6. All right? Peace out.